I'm the one to back.
Back your hero and you could win a Fortuner. Enter now.
This is the penultimate day of the Dakar Series China Rally, a 2,500-kilometre adventure through inner Mongolian desert. Four line up for victory: Yonggang Zi, South African Giniel de Villiers, local Arigiel, and celebrated Chinese driver Han Wei. But anything can happen in Rally Raid. Time to head back to Alexa Left and the Tenjur Desert after some wonderful days in Alexa Right and the Badan Jilin Desert. But before then, just time to stop off for some local specialities at the local market. Light has dawned on a new desert for rallying and discovered new talents from the area. Not least, triple stage winner Arigiel, beating some of the best in the world. But how was the Mongol discovered?
I met him at the Taklamakan rally earlier in July. It was just exceptional to see how fast he was. It was incredible to see how fast he was. And after the team asked me to follow him in training, I realized that I would die if I tried to follow him. By far one of the best that I've seen in dune driving. His skills were incredible. I've never seen someone drive so fast in the dunes, but fast and controlled. So his technique is somewhat different to the others, but he's a master. He's a master in the dunes, and as I said, we call him the Desert Fox.
So was the Desert Fox trained in the sands? No, I had no training before. This is my first time with the night team participating in these big events. I learnt in the Xinjiang province for 11 or 12 days, but I was also born in Alexa Left in the Tengali Desert. So when I go out in the desert, I walk in the desert every day, but I never learned how to do this rallying. And now I have the chance to do it, and I love it.
If you look at the telemetry and you download the data on the car, he's really good at managing the car as well. So it's not as if he's out of control, it's not as if he's doing anything silly. He really just is a talented driver.
Driving in the desert is like taking a roller coaster. But when you climb the dunes, it feels really amazing.
His job as a youngster was to transport fuel across the desert, and that's where he learned the skills. The shorter the route he took was, the faster he'd be, the more money he would make.
It's an amazing story of discovery, and it's clear Arigiel loves what he does. So how far could he and the team go?
And the idea is in 2019 that we can take this team to the Dakar.
Okay, you win. Okay, cool.
Before we learn of remarkable Stage 6, let's take a look at the best onboard shots from the Badan Jilin Desert. We're heading home, a return leg back to Alexa left on the FB Park. Like the route there, it's a long day, but the stage has been shortened to 264 kilometres. Competitors would begin the stage beside the Desert Museum. Han Wei opened the route, hoping to close the 13-minute gap to Giniel de Villiers and snatch victory. He was setting tracks for the rest to follow, but found himself off the ideal route and damaged his rear suspension. The SMG could not finish the stage. Behind him, Giniel de Villiers, pushing for the stage win around the 100-kilometre mark, also slowed, experiencing problems with his Toyota. He crept to the stage gate at CP1 and took a maximum 10-hour time penalty. Next up was the previous rally leader, Yonggang Zi. He motored on, passing Wei and de Villiers limping through the stage, which must have been a great feeling. Until at the 180-kilometre mark, his SMG buggy stopped and he'd failed to finish. The top four all failed. Fifth into the stage was local man Agarel, surely the rally victor now after all this. But around the same time Wei and de Villiers had issues, the Nissan stopped as well. A remarkable turn of events. Agarel would also not finish and take that 10-hour stage time. Another parked up in the stage, Yongzhou. In all, 22 cars failed to finish the stage, many with gearbox or suspension damage. One of the few who stopped, but was able to repair in the desert, was Cheng Feng. Once he got back going again, he finished 3 hours back, but critically, that kept him P3 in the overall standings. Such was the carnage. P3 on the day went to Zhang Huingjiang in his side-by-side. He'd lost an hour yesterday and therefore his class lead, so this finish and this speed was vital. No issues from Mei Heilong, run by the Ningxing sailing team. He started the day sixth, 1 hour 42 back from the lead. But with this P2 finish, he finds himself now at the head of the rally. The only reason Zhang Ming is not leading by a healthy margin was his confusion at the end of the first stage, where he picked up a 40-minute waypoint penalty. Zhang Ming wins this stage and sets up an intriguing final day. He's just 1 minute and 40 seconds off the leader of the rally. When I passed Wei on the stage, I thought I might move up 1 or 2 positions because of that first stage when I lost 40 minutes. I started to aim for the top 10, so you shouldn't never give up until the very last minutes. Ming's previous best stage was 4th on stage 2, but a huge gap between 1st and 5th shows just how hard today was. The last day should be very interesting. 1st and 2nd separated by just 1 minute and 44, 3rd and 4th by 2 minutes and 35.
This is the Fuyin Temple in the Helan Mountains. This temple was built in the Qing dynasty in 1904, but it was destroyed a few times in its history. The temple now has been rebuilt between 2010 and 2015. There is a gourd of wells in the temple beside the Qixia Pavilion. Now we are here. This is a chief lama, and he's doing his morning prayer, so we must be quiet. This is a short lamp, so we serve this to the god to ask for a blessing for a happy and safe life. Now we can see these white towers. Behind is the hill, and they point to the Zhuangyuan Peak. All the local people say the Fuyin Temple is the place not only for the wealth, but also for the knowledge.
Tomorrow is the last day of the Dakar Series China Rally. Stage 7, a quick 28-kilometre blast, ending up in the FB Park in Alexa Left. So, we wave goodbye to the awesome scenery and establish our winner.